Hey, bro, I'm sure I speak for both of us when I say that we live pretty stressful lives. There's so much on our plates that we just don't know what to do with it. One thing goes right in life, and two more go wrong. I'll talk about myself here, but I'm sure that you, as a young man in the same generation, can somewhat relate to me. There's so many things that I just have to deal with on a daily basis, and there's so many more things on my mind that I just cannot seem to find a single day where my mental peace goes unbothered. There's school, and then there's studying for school, which I don't really love. And I've got my A level exams coming up in a month, and I have to study every single day for them. That stresses you out. I've got this business that I'm working on, this YouTube, where I have to learn and then implement what I learn, and then teach the things that I learn about self improvement out here. And that stresses you out because you have to deal with the upload timing, you have to deal with the editing, the thumbnail, you have to deal with all of this stuff. And then I've got my brothers. I'm the oldest brother, and so I have the responsibility of all of them on my hand. And if I fail in life, they all fail because they all learn from me. So I must take care of their studies. I must take care of their fitness, of the discipline. The same things that I do for myself, I must do for them, and that stresses you out. And at the same time, I've got friendships to maintain. And a Muslim. So guess what the natural response of a Muslim would be? To sit down, cry to Allah in prayer, and say, "Oh Allah, take this hardship away from me. Please don't test me with this. This is too much. I can't handle. I want it all to be nice and peaceful." Because after all, Allah did say in the Quran that after every hardship comes ease. But then I didn't do that. I didn't pray like that. I didn't pray for all this hardship to go away because I came across this one teaching in a book that I'm currently reading. It's called Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John C. Maxwell. In the chapter Problem Solving, he says, "Do not wish for hardship to go away, for problems to go away, and for an easy life. Instead, wish to get better at problem solving." And then the greatest realization just hit me. Wait, I want to be a leader, don't I? That's why I do everything that I do. That's why I have this literal YouTube business. That's why I study so that I can go ahead and provide value. That's why I focus so much on my brothers so that I can do something about them as well, so that I can lead them to a better life. Everything that I do is aligned with my purpose of being a good leader. And so, guess what a leader does? He provides value. He takes problems of his followers and he solves them. If I didn't have problems to solve, then what good of a leader would I be? And so whenever life goes trash for me, I must not say, "Oh, this is too much to handle." I must say, "Bring it on, bring on even more problems, for I am a pragmatic leader." Pragmatism serves us well as leaders. If you want to lead in anything in life, this is a side tip, but you must be pragmatic. Pragmatic means you smile through hardship. Pragmatic means whenever you deal with a problem, you say, "Oh, wait, another problem? Let's go. Bring it on." That's pragmatism. I must be pragmatic because life is bound to be hard. I just gave you that verse from the Quran that Allah promised ease after hardship. Guess what else Allah says? In Surah Balad, He says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Indeed, we created mankind into turmoil, pain, hardship. And my and your life are probably the literal embodiment of that verse, aren't they? Guess what? Life's a test, right? And guess who was tested the most? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And guess who was also the greatest? Him. And then after him, who were the most afflicted people, the most tested people? His companions. So if you plot greatness and affliction and trial on a graph, you see it's a positive correlation. The more you're afflicted with, the better you get at solving things and the better you get at providing value. Why ask for an easy life then? What is to gain from an easy life? No pain, no gain. It's only when you're tested that you come closer to God. Now, this is more of a religious tone, right? When you're tested, if you go through the test with patience, with forbearance, and you come out stronger in faith than ever before, then you've won, my friend. No matter how many more problems come, you just realize that ultimately you're winning. So you must not ask for your problems to go away. You must not ask for an easy life. You must ask for the patience to deal with a hard one. Because in Surah Balad, you are bound, you're promised to be tested. And that patience, that problem solving ability that you ask for, that will lead. you to the ease that Allah has promised you. So you must pop out of that little feminine bubble of yours, that little mind space of yours where you think that life is going to be all sunshine and rainbows one day. I'm just waiting for that day where from then on my life would be just sunshine and rainbows, just beautiful, there's no problems, because that's not going to happen. So stop asking for that to happen. You're bound to be tested, so ask for the patience and forbearance to deal with those tests and trials. Here's a few prayers, bro, that I've come up with that I really want you to try, that you need to try, in fact, because they will change your entire perspective on life. You will look at life with a different point of view. If you're stressed about exams, instead of saying, "Oh God, take this stress away from me," say, "Oh God, allow me to prepare to the best of my abilities, and then allow me to be confident in my abilities." You see, there's a way to make a prayer, and then there's the better and right way to make a prayer. And this is that exactly. Because listen, if you walk into an exam hall and you're unprepared, of course you're going to be stressed. What kind of a stupid human being would tell you that, oh, just walk into stress and you won't be stressed? I wasn't stressed, I didn't study all year. Well, that's probably because he's a loser. You don't want to be a loser, do you? But with the right way to pray, now you're asking for God to prepare you to the best of your abilities. So allow you to prepare to the best of your abilities. So now you actually get good grades in the exam, but then also be confident in your abilities so that when you walk into the exam hall, you know that one, you're not unprepared, you're prepared. And two, you got this, bro. The second prayer, instead of saying, if you're broke, right? Oh God, remove all poverty from my life. Say, oh God, make me a Say, oh God, make me a man capable of providing tremendous value, and then a man deserving of getting tremendous value back. Because listen, remove all poverty from my life. I mean, you're not going to get a supply drop from a helicopter right into your backyard. You open it and you get $1 million. That's not going to happen, right? Your poverty is not just going to disappear. But now you're asking properly. You're saying, oh God, make me a man that is capable of providing tremendous value, so that, let's say you become a great doctor, you're providing so much value to people, you're saving lives, making people's lives happier, and that's giving you fulfillment. And two, you're getting tremendous value back now. Those people are giving you money, you're getting happiness and wealth, and you're getting health, whatever that value may be. And last but not least, because I'm going to give you an action step, right? If you face addictions, you have a problem with certain addiction, right? Instead of saying, oh God, take this addiction away from me, instead of just saying that, say, oh God, give me the forbearance and patience to deal with this trial, and then the discipline to conquer it. Because listen, if you've been addicted, for example, porn, right? Something as horrible as that. You've been addicted to something like that for 10 years. You're not gonna give it up completely starting today. It's not gonna happen in all of a sudden, because you are gonna relapse a few days later. Trust me, you are. That's just how it is. If you've been smoking for 10 years, you're gonna find a way to go and get that nicotine craving in a few days. You're gonna find a way. But with this prayer, with this right way to pray, because listen, if you just said to God, oh God, take this affliction away from me, but then after a few days, when you naturally relapse, you start losing hope in God. You say, oh, my prayers are not coming true. But with the right way to pray, now when you relapse after a longer time, first of all, you say, wait, the first half of my prayer is coming true. I'm good. I mean, I can do this. I took a longer time, which means that, yeah, I can do this. I mean, this was bound to happen. Let me be patient. And wait, God is giving me more patience. And then the second half, right after, you'll realize, wait, the second half, the whole prayer is coming true. I'm being more disciplined. God is giving me the discipline to conquer it because it took me a longer time to relapse now. That is our right way to pray. And now I'm going to give you an actionable step. You must take this actionable step, otherwise this entire 8 to 10 minute video that you just watched, it all just goes down the drain. Goes in through one ear, comes out the other. You haven't taken any value from this. You must do this. Make a list on a piece of paper, right? On a piece of paper, don't make it on your phone or your laptop preferably, right? Write down 10 prayers of things that you have been afflicted with in your life, right? Let's say it's addictions, it's social media addiction, it's, let's say, You want to work out, but you're too lazy. It's procrastination addiction. It's a haram relationship. Maybe it's bad relationship with your parents. Whatever it may be. First of all, but there's a slight twist to this, right? First, you're gonna write the basic version of each prayer, the prayer that you would have said if you were a kid, and then write the enhanced version of the prayer according to this protocol. Write down those 10 prayers, stick them in front of your wall. So every time you sit down, every time you're about to relapse, you look at that and you pray exactly that. You don't say, "Oh, take this addiction from you, away from me, God." You say, "Give me the patience and the discipline to conquer it." That changes your perspective on life. Trust me, it does. Now, I've created a community, my bro, of brothers, of allies that are living the same stressful lives as you. Maybe even more stressful. Maybe with even more experience, maturity, wisdom. And they're providing that value over there. They will conquer these challenges by your side. And also with God by your side. I want to see you there, bro. I wish you the very best. And I hope you were able to take the actionable step and stick those prayers on your wall. Because if not, you're gonna find yourself coming back to this video a couple months or years later. Take care, man. Ma'asalam.